is only plenty of false promises. Kick the can down the road, keep kicking the can down the road. But the ordinary people cannot continue to pay for the groceries, cannot continue to fill the fuel in the car, cannot continue to fill the lorries or the buses. The bus operators are in a crisis.
We are obviously experiencing a crippling energy crisis all across Europe and much of the Western world at the moment. What do you think is driving that?
Well, I think green policies are unfortunately driving electricity prices, driving fuel, driving grocery costs out of complete control. And the families of Ireland and the mothers and the fathers who are trying to work hard are finding it almost impossible to make ends meet at this present time. I'm meeting them on a regular basis. My fellow deputies in the Rural Independent Group are meeting on a regular basis. That's why next week we're putting forward a motion here on the energy crisis of this country. The government released a package last week and it was like child's play. It was like fooling the people. And stop fooling the people, because at the end of the day, where they should have worked on and where it would have at least helped everybody in the pocket was the fuel. Now we know the Greens are wagging the tail and they're scrubbing, and Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael are falling down underneath them. But this is not good enough, because the people are furious out there and they will be waiting for them at the doorstep when they come, and the sooner they come the better for the people of this country. Because at the end of the day you're paying $1.80 or whatever it is now for a litre of fuel. It's gone out of the ordinary man and woman's price pocket. And at the end of the day, a huge percentage of this country, and you can see what's going on behind me, bus after double-decker bus after double-decker bus, and Dublin is floating with the beautiful buses that they have, but we have no bus. So in my community, and this is replicated right across my constituency, a bus leaves my constituency at 7-8 o'clock, another double-decker here, 7-8 o'clock in the morning, and won't come back until 6 o'clock in the evening. That's the public transport we have. We have no public transport. And they've had a study there recently, and they're going to make changes, and I find out now it could be 5 years down the road. So that's what the government have to offer, is only plenty of false promises. Kick the can down the road, keep kicking the can down the road. But the ordinary people cannot continue to pay for the groceries, cannot continue to fill the fuel in the car, cannot continue to fill the lorries or the buses. The bus operators are in a crisis. Last week, as part of this package, dream package that they were they announced, there was a 20% decrease on public transport. Now it turns out that the Luas and the train service and all them services are going to avail of that. But we don't have Luas, we don't have trains, we don't have them services that they're talking about. Now bus air travellers will avail of that 20%, but how many private operators have rang me that are running a bus service to pick up people the same as any other bus service and will not be allowed to give that 20%? So we are now at this present time in my own constituency, and this is happening in a lot of constituencies, we're setting up bus services with private operators to try and bring people and take people around. And they will then, in turn, the government will announce something and they'll exempt them from that exemption, which means they're going to put them out of business. So where's competition? Where's the competitor allowed to continue here? They'll dish out a few quid, and it'll be dished out to bus air, and who's subsidised already? Another double-decker here. I'm afraid in my life we'll be swamped with them and carried away by them. And most of them have only one or two inside them double-deckers. I sees it myself, and I wouldn't begrudge any community for getting a good service. But I feel if it's good enough here to have one every maybe 5-10 seconds, it surely is good enough to have 4 or 5 a day where I live.